Well, it's August and I'm getting plenty of tomatoes, as you can see back here. So I think today is a good day to can salsa. So I'm trying out a recipe from the Bald Gourmet entitled Best Home Can Thick and Chunky Salsa. Let's hope it lives up to its reputation. First, you need 8 pounds of ripe tomatoes. I have no idea how much this is, but I have more in the background if I need more. And you need 1.5 cups, seed and all, chopped Anaheim chili peppers. And they say it's roughly about 3, so we have those right here. And then 1/2 cup chopped yellow bell pepper. It says for color. Well, I don't have yellow in my garden, but I do have green, so we'll use green pepper. And then 1/2 cup seeded and chopped fresh jalapeno peppers, and it says about 2 to 3 large plus 1 whole pepper chopped, so I have 4 here. 2 cups chopped onions, about 2 large. We have the onions over here. 1/2 cup snipped fresh cilantro, roughly 1/2 bunch. See the cilantro over here. 1/2 cup fresh squeezed lime juice, about 3 large limes. Got 4 just in case. 1/2 cup white vinegar over there. 3 ounces tomato paste. 5 cloves garlic, minced. We got garlic from my garden. 1 teaspoon cumin seeds, toasted and coarsely ground in a mortar and pestle or a coffee grinder. You know what? That's too much work, so I'm going to substitute ground cumin. 1 teaspoon ground black pepper, and 3 teaspoons kosher salt, way over there, and 1/2 tablespoon paprika. Okay, let's get started. Handy dandy Weight Watcher scale, and this is 8 pounds of tomatoes chopped, and as you can see I have yellow ones, red ones, and even little cherry ones. So I always think a combination of tomatoes makes a better flavor sauce and salsa, just the way a combination of apples makes a better flavored apple pie. So now we've got them all cut up coarsely, but you will notice I just washed them and cored them. Now the directions is you have to take off the peel, but I consider the peel to have a lot of nutrients and I hate to lose it, so I'm keeping the peel. We'll see how it tastes. Now we just need to pour it. Oh, we got them on. And now we're just going to leave them on this colander for 30 minutes to drain out all the juice, and then I'll be back. You reserve 1 cup of the 8 cups of tomatoes, dice them up and drain them, and we'll put them in at the end. So the 30 minutes are up and our tomatoes have drained real well. And now we're going to bring this pot to a boil and then reduce it to a simmer, uncovered, for about 1.5 hours. So we're looking for the same consistency as a thin marinara sauce, it says. And to help things along, because it has peels, I will be using an immersion blender, but not until it cooks a while. So you got 1.5 hours to prepare the rest of your veggies, and watch some YouTube videos while you do it. And be sure to sterilize your jars in the meantime. It's been a little over 1 hour, so now I'm going to use the immersion blender. cook on sim for another half hour. But that's why I didn't take off the peels, because it's going to be making a good sauce without going to all that trouble. Now make sure you're heating your water too, sterilizing your jars, and pretty soon you can put on your lids. It took me about an hour to cut up everything, and now it's going to be taking about the next 15 minutes, 20 minutes to clean up the kitchen, and by then it should be an hour and a half. I've added all the other ingredients, the chopped veggies and the spices, and those tomatoes we reserved. And I didn't have enough jalapenos when I actually cut them up, so I cut up a whole habanero to give it a little bit more heat too. But I kept the proportions the same. Okay, it's cooked for over an hour and a half, and now we want to add the ingredients. We're going to let it cook for another 10 minutes. 10 minutes are up and it's time to fill the jars. So would have I liked this salsa a little bit thicker? I would have. It's a little soupy, but that's what we got. Of course, we want to leave an inch head space. We got a little over an inch there. Quite sure how much this would make. I hate it when recipes don't tell you how much. I suppose it depends on how much you cook down the tomatoes though. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 pints. Now you want to take your little tool, make sure you have no air bubbles. Now take a wet rag or toweling and wipe all your rims because you want to have a good seal. Depends on your bits. Now you just want to finger tighten these on. It's going to be a little hot. Okay, so they're all nice and finger tight. Now we just got to put them in the canner. Put all the jars in, and then we're going to boil it for 15 minutes. Okay, got some chips here, so let's do a taste test. You know, it's really not that soupy. It's pretty good. It's got about a medium heat to it. Gotta have one more. Oh, I got a hotter spot right there, which is what I like. Okay, thumbs up. Even though I wasn't quite sure about it while I'm making it. If you don't want it hot, don't put in the habanero, but it gives it just a nice heat. Yep, I'm really happy. And it's really not that soupy, not for salsa. This would be great with a beer. So I heard a nice ping for all 7. They all are sealed. I'm gonna let them sit for 24 hours and then take off the ring, and then I'll write the name of the salsa and the date I canned it. This is pepper potpourri. It's 11:30 at night. I actually got done before midnight, which is pretty good when I can on a work night. I hope you enjoy this. This is definitely a keeper. I really like this salsa, and I hope you try it. This is Pepper Potpourri saying, please subscribe, share the knowledge, thumbs up if you like this video.